Will an economic crash begin in the United States December 5th? The economy is on alert. If something does not change, then things get very difficult. Workers in the largest U.S. railroad union voted down a tentative deal reached in September, raising the possibility of a year-end strike that could cause significant damage to the U.S. economy and vital food and fuel shipments. If the issue is not resolved, there are those who even talk about the beginning of the end and a crash, an economic crash. In particular, as Reuters reports, train and engine service members of the Transport Division of the International Union of Sheet Metal Workers, Aviation, Railway and Transportation, SMART-TD for short, narrowly voted to reject the agreement. That unit joins 3 other unions in rejecting the deal made through a board appointment by U.S. President Joe Biden. According to NBC, the disconnect is part of a wave of worker anger that has grown over the past year, with workers emboldened to demand more from companies amid high inflation and a tight labor market. Railroad workers say years of complaints about workforce cuts combined with new scheduling requirements have pushed them to the brink of burnout. The rail companies, for their part, argue that workers are being paid well, with the proposed contracts raising wages to an average $110,000 a year by 2024. White House spokeswoman Karen Jean-Pierre said a shutdown would hurt American families, farms, and businesses. She said, "We continue to urge both sides to complete their work in good faith and avoid the threat of a shutdown. However, as we do with all matters, our team is preparing and planning for all possible outcomes," she said. A strike, the Association of American Railroads estimates, could cost the economy $2 billion a day and could prompt Congress to intervene. It remains to be seen what will happen in the end and what those who influence things and situations on the other side of the Atlantic will decide. December 5th, they say so far that they will begin heavy strikes on the railroads of the USA. Among other things, 75% of all coal used to fuel U.S. power plants and transported by rail, as well as 300,000 barrels of oil, but also fresh foods in stores, and not enough trucks to fill the gap. Reuters notes that a rail shutdown could freeze nearly 30% of U.S. freight shipments by weight. Fuel inflation and cost the U.S. economy up to $2 billion a day, unleashing a cascade of transportation woes that affect the U.S. energy, agriculture, manufacturing, healthcare, and retail sectors. And this I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.